Guys, Crypto Goshen here again, back with another video. Hope you guys are having a fantastic Thursday. Today is Thursday, July 6th, and we're going to be talking crypto today, and we're going to also be doing a giveaway, and we'll be telling you the parameters for a giveaway that will be taking place on tomorrow. So hope you guys are excited about that. With that being said, let's go ahead and jump into what's going on in the crypto market right now. As you can see, I have my cryptobubbles.net site up. It's one of my favorite sites that allows me to get a pretty good visual relative to what's going on in the crypto market. And you can see here, there are a couple tokens that are doing quite nicely early afternoon on this Thursday. That's Bitcoin Cash. You guys may recall I ended up making a video about 2 weeks ago relative to Bitcoin Cash, and that you should put that on your radar. It should be one of the coins I am recommending that you consider, not financial advice, but I am recommending that you consider dollar cost averaging into. When I did that video at the time, I think the price of the Bitcoin Cash token was about $190. And as you can tell here, it is $285. As a matter of fact, it has been as high, I think, as 332 over the last week or so. And the reason I made that suggestion / recommendation was because of the fact that you guys may remember that there were four financial institutions that have started an exchange. It's Citadel, Fidelity, I think BlackRock, and one other one. But long story short, that particular exchange, which went live about 2 weeks ago, is allowing institutional investors to invest in Bitcoin. There were four tokens. It was Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. And as you might imagine, as big money, the institutional investors start coming into the space, which is increasing big time, particularly over the last couple of weeks. You should see the price of those tokens go up. And not only that, I'm a big fan that a rising tide lifts all boat. Excuse me. And so not only are you going to see those the prices of those tokens continue to climb, but you should see that writ large with the rest of crypto. And let's just go back in the last month or so. You'll see Bitcoin is up a whopping 18% in the last month. Ethereum is up about 4% in the last month. Of course, BNB is down because of the attack that they've been on the receiving end from the regulators. In particular, the SEC has been after them, as you guys know. Cardano also is under some regulatory attack. That's why it's down almost 20%. I would tell folks, anytime you see this kind of depression in the price of a particular token, if you believe long-term that they're going to be fine, you should see these as an opportunity to actually dollar cost average into. So if you're somebody that likes Cardano, it's been down again 20% over the last month. Well, guess what? You should be buying Cardano right now while it's down, if you believe that they'll get beyond this point like I do. And at some point, you'll see, as the market starts turning really mega bullish, which I believe is going to happen over the next several months, you might want to start considering buying some Cardano. Litecoin, again, it's one of the four that's part of this new exchange that was created a couple of weeks ago. So not a surprise to see it up 13% in the last month, and 16% over 16% over in the last week. There's Bitcoin Cash. Look at this, whopping 162% in the last month, 162%. So let me add some color to that. Because, it's one thing to be talking about these percentages, but a lot of folks have a time struggling with the numbers, right? Saying, okay, what does that mean? Well, let me make it plain for you. So let's say if you had put $1,000, had bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin Cash, which in America, you can get that easily through the centralized exchanges. We have Kraken. Coinbase is the biggest one. And they have the most intuitive platform. But if you're outside of the country, obviously you got Binance.com you can buy it from. You can get it from KuCoin, Mexi. There's some other exchanges. But anyway, you can easily purchase Bitcoin Cash. But going back to adding some color to the numbers. So as you see again, It's been up 100. Bitcoin Cash has been up 162%, guys, over the last month. So that you invested $1,000, you say, well, what does that mean? That $1,000 would have been what, right? So you take $1,000 times 1.62. So you would have made, this is your profit, you would have made $1,620 in a month off $1,000 investment, which in essence says that your $1,000 would be worth $2,620, which is amazing. And you wonder why I, along with so many others out here, why we love crypto so much. Obviously, the equities market, the stock market has been doing well over the last so many decades and all, but it cannot compare to the potential returns that one could make in the crypto industry, which is, again, why I love it. So again, 162 with Bitcoin Cash. As we scroll down, let's see here. I like Chainlink. They've been around a while. I like them a whole lot. Uniswap, if maybe the largest decentralized exchange out there. I think this is going to run really hard as we pivot and head into a mega bullish market here over the next several months. We're going to scroll down. I like both of these. These are file storage coins, decentralized file storage cryptos, Filecoin and Internet Computer. I like both of these here. Aptos is a new blockchain that came out maybe 6-7 months ago. I think it was created by some former Facebook programmers and developers. So there's a lot of hype behind this particular token. Of course, it's been down about 10% for the last month, but this is one that you guys might want to keep your eyes on. Let's scroll through. We'll stop at the top 50 here. Graph has been around a long time. It's always been one of my favorite tokens. So you got the Graph is up a little over 1.5% over the last month, 15% in the last week, which is amazing in a week again. Going back, trying to, compare the crypto market to the equities market, you are doing extremely, extremely, extremely well if you would have made anywhere between 6 to 9% in the stock market for the year, not for the week or the quarter, but for the entire year. And so to see some of these tokens up, you see 15% by the Graph in the last week. It's absolutely amazing. Another token that I think is going to do extremely well in this mega bullish market that I think we are entering in is Aave. You can see they're already up 21% for the month, over 15% for the week. And again, what I'm doing here, I'm just giving you guys some ideas as to what I'm looking at relative to buying individual tokens right now. And the reason we are beginning to make this pivot to the individual tokens, again, as I mentioned on a previous video, is because I believe that we are entering a bullish market like we've never seen before, guys. Again, that's my opinion. It's not financial advice. You got to do your own due diligence, as you know. But just think about it. Crypto has done amazingly well without institutional money, without the mega money, the big money, the money managers like BlackRock and Fidelity entering the game. Those entities, guys, are beginning to enter the game big time. And I think what they've been doing over the last several months, almost a year, they've been trying to keep the price of crypto down while they've been buying. So they've been buying crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, some of the blue chip cryptos, if you will, while the price has been low. And so they've been loading up, and that's what you have to do. Unfortunately, the way most investors think, when they see all this thing turn completely green, that's when they start buying. Warren Buffett, who is the best investor on the equity side of all time, he said something that has always resonated with me, and it is something that you are almost guaranteed to make money in no matter what your investment is. And it goes like this. Buffett believes that you and I as investors should be fearful when most people are greedy, which means when things are going bad, things are going down, prices are being depressed, that's the time to start buying whatever you're looking to buy, be it real estate, which is what he did back in 2008, 2009 during the great financial crisis. Of course, the equity markets imploded back then. So Buffett ended up loaning money to Bank of America and got paid a premium off the money he loaned them because they were in need back then. But most people were like super, super afraid back when the Great Depression back in 2008, 2009 in the real estate market. So he changed his tune. So while most people were being fearful, he became greedy. He started buying up everything. That's what we have to do, guys. When this crypto market has been in a bear market for almost a year and a half. So I'm hoping that many of you have been buying through dollar cost averaging your favorite crypto over time, because what's going to happen when it turns super bullish, you're going to make a ton of money in a very short window. And a very short window. That's the beauty of crypto. You don't need several years to make a ton of money. Once it turns bullish and mega bullish, like I believe it's going to happen soon, you're going to make a ton of money. So if you are not buying individual cryptocurrency right now, I would recommend that you consider doing so. Yes, we are going to continue to do the passive income platforms that I've been talking about over the last couple months. I'm going to be talking about some of those today, but I really want you to know what I'm looking at right now. I'm looking at individual cryptocurrencies. I'm beginning to buy those tokens via dollar cost averaging. I'm not buying them all at one time, every week, every 2 weeks, once a month. My favorite tokens I've begun to buy. I'm going to encourage you to consider doing the same. Let's see, another one that has benefited. Anytime Bitcoin does anything, you're going to get their forks, like Bitcoin Cash and this Bitcoin SV. You see it's up a whopping 42.5% over the last month, over 15% in the last week. I like all these metaverse plays. The Sandbox, I love. I think we'll see Decentraland down at the bottom, but this is the one I would consider buying if I were you. Put it on your buy list and try to keep your token list to less than 5, ideally 3, where you are dollar cost averaging into, but no more than 5, because you don't want to over dilute yourself. Optimism is another one here you may want to consider. A lot of people, ApeCoin, you remember the apes, the Bored Apes, the NFTs. NFT market has taken a big time hit over the last year, and you can see that in the price of the ApeCoin token, right? It's down almost 30% in the last month and 58%, almost 59% over the last year. But this could be a really good buying opportunity if you believe that NFTs are going to rebound and come back. You may want to consider start buying this via dollar cost average as well, ApeCoin. Let's see, Render, that's a metaverse. Just love Render. I think this token price here, personal opinion, obviously, in a mega bullish market, this thing easily goes to 20 in my mind. So that's almost a 10x from where we are right now. 10x your money. So what does that mean? Let me go back to the calculator. You put in, let's say you put in 5,000 and it does a 10x. What? That's $50,000, right, guys? That's what it means. And obviously you put in $1,000. That's $10,000. You put in $500. If it does a 10x, that's $5,000. So that's what that means when we start to my X and 10x, 100x, or whatever the case might be. But anyway, let's see. We'll go over a couple more of these before we pivot into the passive income platforms. Pepe, you see what Pepe has done. I mentioned them on my last video. You would have made probably would have made about 30 to 45%. In the last couple weeks. It's up over 60% the last month. I really do believe, you see the market cap right now, 637 million. Pepe, I think, is going to be at some point the top meme coin out there. So I think it's going to end up supplanting and surpassing Doge and Shiba Inu. And if that were to happen, I think Doge at its peak had a market cap about $80 billion. So if Pepe does a 20x, that'll get it about $13 billion. So I think Pepe has the potential of doing close to a 50x, guys, between now and then, if it ends up surpassing Doge at its all-time high. So I would certainly have a meme coin in my portfolio as this thing turns, as the market turns mega bullish. And my top one right now is Pepe. So continue to look at this. Let's see, any more? It's going down the list. GMX has always done well. I don't own any, but it has always performed well. Don't have any frac share. Let's see. I know I told you the top 50, but we're down to the bottom half here, 100. That should be enough for now for you guys to, go out and do your due diligence on. As you guys recall, once you decide what tokens you may want to consider to invest in, you can determine where to buy it on the CoinGecko. Remember that? CoinGecko.com. And let me go to CoinGecko here. And then we talked about some of those. You can go to Pepe. So, okay, where can I buy Pepe? This is where I do a lot of my research on the market value of these tokens, where to buy them, what they're about, how to get to the website. So you literally search for the token here. It lets you know the latest price. It gives you a visual chart as to what it has done last 30 days, 14 days. It shows the all-time low plus the all-time high. And then if you wanted to find out where to actually buy it, you click on markets right next to overview. And they give you a list of exchanges, both some decentralized and centralized, where you can actually buy a particular token. And so you can see Binance.com, excuse me, Gate.io. I love Mexi. It's one of my favorite ones. Really love KuCoin. Gemini obviously is a U.S. Exchange, centralized exchange, one of my favorite ones in the U.S. along with Coinbase. They're not listed on Coinbase yet, and I believe at some point they will get a listing on Coinbase. And so if you believe that, and if you also believe in the Pepe token and Pepe meme coin, if you will, you might want to consider getting some Pepe tokens before they get that listing on Coinbase, because once they do, it could easily go up 50% once that news comes out. So again, to find out where to buy tokens that you are considering buying, go to CoinGecko.com. You go to search, put in that token. Let's look at one more. We talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about Render, Bitcoin Cash. Let's see. Let's go ahead and pull up Render here. Gives you the current price, and you want to know again where to buy it. You go to markets, and there you go, a list of the exchanges where you can actually buy the token from. If you have any questions about any of this particular content in the video, go ahead and put those questions down in the comments below, and I'll be more than happy to get those answered for you. All right, so that's the market update for the day. Let's go ahead and pivot. I wanted to give you guys an update on what's going on with some of the passive income platforms I am in. So we're going to pivot there. We don't want to go there. We want to go, where do we want to go? Let's go. We'll start here. We'll go here. All right, we'll start with BitSports. You guys know I've been in BitSports right now, roughly a month and a half, if you will. Got a $2,000 investment, or made a $2,000 deposit in BitSports. This is a sports arbitrage play. As you recall, if you need more information about BitSports and what it's about, how to make the deposit, I've made some previous videos regarding that, so you can go back and watch those videos. But I just wanted to bring you up to speed as to what I'm doing and what continues to be a pretty good performing platform. So again, been in this platform for about a month and a half. I've made already half my investment back. So put in $2,000. I've made $1,075 roughly in a month and a half. I have $111 roughly in my wallet. You get to withdraw from this platform every 10 days. Every 10 days. So here, well, let me pull back. I'm sorry. You get to withdraw from this platform. And when I say every 10 days, the 10th of the month, the 20th of the month, and the 30th of the month. So it's the 10th, the 20th, and 30th of the month is when you get to withdraw from this particular platform. So today is the 6th. So in about 4 days, I'll be able to withdraw whatever I have in this particular wallet, which is pretty cool. But again, it's good to know that the investment I made here, I've already recovered 50% of that in a month and a half, and should have the rest here in the next four weeks or so. Pretty amazing. So bitsports.ai continues to perform. If you're interested in joining it, you'll see my link below in the description. Let's keep it moving. Next one, let's look at Wolf Capital. Wolf continues to perform. Let me go here and change the blockchain, see if I can bring this up. Wolf is on the Binance Smart Chain, so we're going to go Binance Smart Chain here, and we'll do a refresh. with capital, they are paying 1.1% a day, which is crazy. 1.1% a day, well over 30% a month, which is awesome. And this thing continues to perform. It has over now $9.2 million in the platform. I think when I joined it, this thing was like at maybe a 1.5 million or whatever, between 1.5 and 2 million, but now it's over 9 million in the platform. You can see that I have I've done a deposit of $5,897, and I've actually withdrawn most of that which I have deposited. And so I'm pretty much at a point now where I'm going to be playing with house money, which is also amazing. I have been in this platform for almost 2 months, I believe, but this thing continues to perform quite nicely. And you get to withdraw from this particular platform once a week, every 7 days. So I have 3 more days here before I make a withdrawal, but making right now $22.52 a day. And that's based off the staked amount. I have $2,000 staked in this platform, making that 1.1% a day. So that equates to $22.52 every single day, which is awesome. And then what I could do, you can see at the end of the stake period, which is I have about 42 days left. I think they do a 60-day stake. But I could then withdraw my initial investment. I could get my $2,000 out at that time. I won't if this thing is still around. Obviously, making 1.1% a day is pretty awesome. So I will continue to let this one ride. But I just wanted you guys to know that Wolf Capital is still around. They are still performing quite well. And if you're interested in this particular platform, you'll see the link to join down in the description below. Let's keep it moving. Let's see. Let's go over to what has quickly become my favorite passive income platform. And you guys know what that is because I mentioned it on the last video. It's Quopi. Good old Quopi. So Quopi has been amazing, y'all. It is really amazing. I've been in this platform, as you may recall, for about 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks now, maybe a little over 3 weeks. It has been averaging about 2% a day, guys. So that's double what the Amazing Wolf Capital has been doing. So almost 2% a day. Let's put that in perspective. Let's add some color to that. So you put $500 in this thing, you're making on average, and these are not guarantees, but that's what it's been averaging. These are real numbers that I have realized and seen on my end. So you got 500, you're making 2% a day. It's $10 a day. $10 a day, you extrapolate that out over 30 days, and you're making $300 a month, based on a $500 investment. So in about a month and a half, you would have recovered your $500 and just played with house money. It's amazing. So let's give you a little more details about what's going on with good old Quopi here. So gonna let you all know, number one, that I have added another $1,000. So I have $4,000 in all staked in this platform. Let me give you a bigger perspective here. Let's see. Hopefully it won't ask me to log back in. It won't. Good. So let's see. My longest stake, I started with 1,050, as you all remember. So look at this. I've been in it 2 weeks and a day, so 15 days in. I got another 30 days. So at the end of 30 days, I can pull this staked amount out if I want to. And you can see here in that 15-day window, I have made 30%. And so what is that? That's 2% a day for 15 days. 2 times 15 is 30. So 30% a day. So again, the numbers are the numbers, guys. This thing has been performing really nicely. So I did 1,000 here. Then I added another 1,100. Then I did 1,000 in Litecoin here about 5 days ago. And then yesterday, maybe a day and a half ago, I added another $1,000 in Litecoin. So I have $4,000 stake. And if you run those numbers again, so you got $4,000 in, you're making 2% on average a day. Could be a little less, could be a little more, but that's what it's been averaging. Look at this, $80 a day passively. $80 every single day passively, which is amazing. You extrapolate this out over a 30-day period, it's $2,400 a month. So the $4,000 investment at the end of 30 days would have made $2,400 a month. And then what I could do after making that $2,400 $100, I could pull the $4,000 out. And of course, I'm not going to do that if this particular platform continues to perform like it has been. I want to make another $2,400. I may end up making one more stake here soon over the next month or so, because my goal ultimately was to get it to $5,000. But typically what I like to do with these new platforms, I like to test the waters first, maybe start off between $500 and $1,000. If it's running well for a week, a couple of days, sometimes I'll add some more. But I am going to get this to roughly a $5,000 stake, and then at $5,000, if it continues to average 2% a day, now you're making $100, right? 5,000 times 2%, that's $100 a day, and then over 30 days, it's $3,000 a month passively. How cool is that? I mean, that pays a lot of people a house note and then some of their rent. That can pay car note and some other extraneous expenses and all. So again, Copy is right now my favorite passive income platform. It has been performing amazingly well. And as you guys know, so they're actually trading via the New York Stock Exchange. So they trade Monday through Friday. That's when the exchange is open. And no trading on the weekend. So you're making money, I guess. Well, I don't guess. You're making money Monday through Friday. So I need to make one correction. Let me go back to the calculator. I was getting so excited about this thing. You're making, so if I'm right now, I got $4,000 in, and at the 2% a day, remember, it's $80. And again, it's 5 days, not 7 days. So times 5 days a week. This is how much I'm making a week. Right now it's $400. And then over 4 weeks, it's actually $1,600. Still amazing, right? $1,600 passively. And then at the end of the 30 days, I can actually then take the 4,000 out, which I will not. So again, this particular platform is not generating profits every day. It's only generating profits during the trading week, which is Monday through Friday, being that they're trading on the New York Stock Exchange. So I just wanted to make that one clarification. But again, it has been performing amazingly well, and let's hope and expect that it continues to do the same. So that is Copy. So let's see. I think that's all for now, guys, relative to the passive income platforms. I'm looking at a couple other ones that I'll probably be testing the waters in soon. But right now, I wanted to just give you an update as to where things are with those. Again, those are performing amazingly well. I will leave the link if you want to join Copy down below in the description as well. And then last but not least, guys, so here's what we're going to do relative to the giveaway. We're going to actually do the giveaway tomorrow, but I wanted to let you know what the criteria would be this week to win $50 in USDT. And this is, you have to be a subscriber, number one. You guys know you have to be a subscriber to the channel. But here's what you're going to need to do. If you want to qualify to be chosen as a winner this week, you're going to have to send me an email with your YouTube channel name. I want you to send that email to, let's see if I can, I'll type it up here. I want you to send it to right here. And what I'm trying to do, I know this may be onerous to some of you guys. Of course, it shouldn't be because it's free money, but ultimately for me, I'm trying to weed out the scammers that are out there, and they are plentiful. You guys just can't imagine. So let's say I want you to send me an email to, let's see, send it to this address, cryptomana@gmail.com. I want you to send me an email if you want to qualify for the $50 drawing, which I'm going to do tomorrow, and I'll have a video for that tomorrow. I want you to send me an email to this particular address. You have to be a subscriber, number one. In that email, I want you to include your YouTube channel name, number two. And then being that I'm going to be paying you in USDT on the Tron network, that's the T as in Tom, RC20 version of USDT. I want you to also include in the email to this address your USDT TRC20 address. So again, email to this address. You're going to send that. You're going to send me your USDT TRC20 token. You're going to also send me token address. You're going to also send me your YouTube channel ID or name, if you will. And so do that. I also need for you to make a note in the comments. I want you to comment relative to this video saying that I like to be included in the drawing. And so what I'm going to do once I get I'll be comparing the comments that you'll be putting down below with your YouTube channel name that you're going to incorporate in the email that you're going to send me along with your USDT TRC20 address. That's the detail. And hopefully by doing this, we'll be able to eliminate most of these bots and some of these scammers out there. So if you want to qualify for the $50, we're going to do the drawing tomorrow. We're going to do one more drawing. As you guys know, I have started a private Facebook group. I'm going to do a drawing within the Facebook group as well on tomorrow for another $50. So if you're not part of that private Facebook group, you should click on the link below and make a request to join. So you'll have until, I'll give you till tomorrow morning. I'll be doing the video probably a little before noon. So maybe no later than tomorrow morning by 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure that you have submitted your request to join the private Facebook group if you're interested in that particular drawing. So that's going to be the detail. So we'll be doing $100 between now and tomorrow. You $50 for those who are watching the channel that will be sending the email. And then for those who are interested in being part of the Facebook group, go ahead and send me that information as well. And who knows, you can win both, right? Remember, in the private Facebook group, we're going to be building that up. Part of what I want to do is to start having some conversations with you guys. There's some people out there that I know that need help with crypto. There's some folks out there I know who have questions that they would rather not post in the comments, but send it to me personally. Well, you're going to be able to do that through Facebook Messenger if you're part of the private Facebook group. And then, as I mentioned previously, as I start joining these other platforms, you'll get that first in the Facebook group before I actually make a video about it. So I have been long-winded in this particular video. I knew it was going to be a long one in light of what I was looking to cover. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Certainly, if you have not liked the video, go ahead and like it. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. As always, I appreciate your time. I appreciate you giving me your precious time and sharing that with me. I would ask that you would share this video and my channel with others that you think this will be helpful to. And until then, I'll be catching up with you guys on the next video, which is tomorrow. Have a great one. Bye-bye.